Let me tell you something powerful. The reason you keep failing is because you haven't killed the old you. You know, that old version of yourself, the one stuck in old habits, old thinking, and old excuses. You keep trying to win the game of life with the same mindset that's been losing. You can't expect different results by holding on to the same person who keeps messing up. If you want to rise, if you want to break through, if you want to create a life of abundance and success, you've got to make a decision today to kill that old you. It's not a suggestion, it's a requirement. Because the truth is this, your results are a direct reflection of who you are on the inside. Your mindset, your beliefs, your habits, your identity, all of these shape what you produce. And if you're tired of failing, tired of coming up short, tired of living a life below your potential, then the change has to start within you. It's time to recognize that the old you, the one who's been scared, lazy, doubtful, and distracted, is the reason you're stuck. That person has to die so that the new you can be born. Not just born, but thrive. You see, most people don't want to kill the old self because it's comfortable. It's familiar. Even if that old self is broken, weak, and failing, it's what you know. But comfort is a trap. It's a slow death disguised as peace. The world rewards the new you, the you who wakes up early, who learns constantly, who pushes through discomfort, who refuses to quit. That new you demands discipline, sacrifice, and a ruthless attitude towards self-sabotage. You have to fight for your future like your life depends on it, because in a way, it does. The old you is full of stories of why you can't, why you shouldn't, why it's too hard, why the world was against you. But those stories are lies. Lies you told yourself to justify failure. The only way out is to kill those stories. You kill the old you by killing those lies, by refusing to play the victim, by deciding that you will no longer settle. It starts with a decision and follows with action. You don't become a new person by hoping or wishing. You become new by doing what the old you wouldn't do. You might ask, but how do I kill the old me? How do I shed all these habits and thoughts that have held me back for years? It starts with awareness and a plan. First, you identify what the old you believes and does that's keeping you stuck. Maybe it's procrastination, maybe it's negative self-talk, maybe it's fear of failure or rejection. Whatever it is, you name it. Then you make a commitment, a sacred promise to yourself that you will no longer tolerate those behaviors. You replace them with new habits, new thoughts, and new actions. Slowly, you build a new identity. And once your identity changes, your results will change. This is not about becoming perfect overnight. It's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about relentless daily growth. Myron Golden often says that success is not an event. It's a process of becoming a new person who commands new results. You must become a new man and woman who deserves the life you want. Because the universe responds not to your wishes, but to your identity. So today I challenge you to kill the old you. Kill the lazy, scared, doubtful you. Kill the you who hides in comfort and excuses. It's time to rise, time to own your power, and to claim the future that's waiting for the new you. The old you is the reason you keep failing, but the new you is the reason you're about to start winning. Your current results are a reflection of your current identity and mindset. That's a fact. If you want different results, something more, something greater, then you must fundamentally change who you are on the inside. You see, the outside world, your circumstances, your opportunities, they only respond to what you are internally. They cannot help but mirror the beliefs, thoughts, and identity you hold within yourself. Think about it for a moment. Why do some people achieve success seemingly effortlessly, while others struggle endlessly? Why do some people attract opportunity, wealth, and happiness, while others face repeated setbacks and failures? It's because success and failure begin inside the mind and soul. Your identity story, you tell yourself about who you are, what you deserve, and what you're capable of creates the foundation upon which your life is built. You can't build a mansion on a weak foundation. You can't build a powerful life with a weak identity. The version of you that's alive right now is producing the results you see. Your habits, your mindset, your daily choices, they're all reflections of the person you believe yourself to be. If you believe you're someone who fails, who isn't good enough, who always runs out of time or money, guess what? That's exactly what your life will show you. Because your subconscious mind works relentlessly to prove your identity right. This is why motivation and willpower alone aren't enough. You can try to push harder, work longer, or get luckier. But if your internal identity remains the same, the results will keep repeating themselves. It's like trying to sail a ship with a broken compass. No matter how much you row, if your direction is off, you won't reach a new destination. Changing your identity means going deeper than changing habits or setting goals. It means transforming the core beliefs and self-image you hold. It means rewriting the internal script that has been running your life. This is the real work. The foundational work, and it's often the hardest, but it's also the most powerful. How do you change your identity? It starts with awareness. You must become conscious of the stories you are telling yourself about who you are. Are these stories true? Are they serving you or limiting you? Many of us carry old, worn-out beliefs like I'm not smart enough, I don't deserve success, people like me don't get ahead, or I'm just unlucky. These beliefs are chains, invisible but deadly, holding you back from your true potential. Once you identify those limiting beliefs, the next step is to challenge them and replace them with empowering truths. You do this not by wishful thinking, but by deliberate, consistent action. Every time you choose to act differently than your old identity would dictate, you weaken the old you and strengthen the new you. For example, if you believed you're lazy, start doing something productive every day, no matter how small. If you believed you're unworthy, begin affirming your value and treating yourself with respect. If you believe success is for others but not for you, start educating yourself, surrounding yourself with successful people, and stepping into new experiences that prove otherwise. It's a process. You don't wake up one morning as a completely new person. It's a daily commitment to do what the old you wouldn't do. To speak differently to yourself, to think differently, to act differently. Over time, these small victories rewrite your internal script. The new identity takes root and grows stronger until it becomes who you naturally are. And here's the most powerful part. When your identity changes, your results change automatically. Because your new mindset, beliefs, and habits align with the success you desire. The universe doesn't resist change. It responds to your internal transformation. Opportunities open. People respond differently. Doors swing wide open. And it's not luck. It's a direct consequence of the new you. Success is not about luck or mere knowledge. It's about becoming the person who deserves what you seek. When you become that person on the inside, the outside world can't help but reflect it back to you. That's the law of identity. That's the secret behind every breakthrough story you've ever heard. So if you're stuck, if you're frustrated, if you feel like you're spinning your wheels, don't just focus on changing your circumstances. Focus first on changing who you are. Kill the old you who's comfortable with failure, with excuses, with limitation. Build a new you who is disciplined, confident, worthy, and relentless. It won't be easy. The old you will fight for survival. Your comfort zone will resist, but you have to be stronger. Because your future depends on it. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to decide that your old identity is no longer acceptable. And then start walking the path of a new person. Remember, your current results are nothing more than the reflection of the old you inside. If you want different results, better results, you must become a different person. Start today. Kill the old you with your actions, your thoughts, and your relentless pursuit of growth. Become the person worthy of the life you want. The world is waiting for the new you to show up. The old you, that version of yourself you've been holding on to, is not just a harmless remnant of your past. It's the very reason your potential is suffocating right now. It's the cage built from limiting beliefs, bad habits, and a comfort zone so cozy it's killing the greatness inside you. If you want to break free, if you want to rise above your current life, you must recognize the old you for what it really is, a silent enemy, standing between you and the success you deserve. Look closely. The old you is the voice in your head whispering, you can't, it's too hard, or you're not good enough. It's the habit that pulls you back into procrastination when you should be pushing forward. It's the comfort zone, that safe little bubble where nothing changes, where failure is avoided by never trying, but where potential dies every single day. And here's the hard truth, no one else is responsible for this but you. It's tempting to blame your circumstances, your upbringing, your lack of resources, or even the people around you, but blaming is a trap. It's a lie that keeps you stuck in the old you. Radical responsibility means exactly what it sounds like. You take 100% ownership of where you are and who you are. Not half ownership, not just the part you like or that's convenient, but all of it. You stop pointing fingers, stop making excuses, and stop waiting for conditions to be perfect. Because the conditions will never be perfect, and your freedom doesn't come from changing the world outside first. It comes from changing the world inside. When you take radical responsibility, something incredible happens. You reclaim your power. You realize that the old you, with all its limiting beliefs and bad habits, is not a permanent fixture. It's a role you've been playing, a story you've been telling yourself. And just as a story can imprison you, a story can set you free. You get to write a new story. One where you are the hero who breaks the chains and steps boldly into a new identity. The bad habits that have held you back, the lack of discipline, the self-doubt, the tendency to quit when things get tough to you are not who you have to be forever. They're patterns formed by comfort, fear, and conditioning. But they can be broken. You must start by confronting them honestly. Look at your daily routine. Are you feeding your mind with negativity? Are you staying in environments that drain your energy? Are you holding on to excuses that shield you from growth? These are the chains of the old you. And to create a new you, you must smash those chains. Comfort zones feel safe, but safety is an illusion. It's a trap disguised as peace. Staying comfortable means you're settling for less than your potential. It's the reason millions of people live lives full of regret and unfulfilled dreams. You cannot grow without discomfort. Growth demands you to stretch, to take risks, to face fears head on. The old you shrinks from this. The new you runs toward it. Radical responsibility demands courage. It demands a refusal to be a victim of circumstance. It demands a warrior mindset, a mindset that says, I am responsible for my life no matter what. When you own your life like that, you stop waiting for miracles or outside validation. You become the miracle. You become the person who makes happen. Remember, every great success story starts with the moment of radical responsibility. The moment the person said, enough of the old me, I refuse to be limited anymore. This moment is your turning point. It's the moment you kill the and build a new you, stronger, wiser, relentless. You will face resistance. The old you will fight tooth and nail to survive because it fears change. You might hear the familiar inner voice telling you to quit, to go back to the easy path. That voice lies. You must silence it with action. Every small step away from the old you is a victory. Every new habit, every empowering belief you adopt, every time you push past fear, you weaken the old you and strengthen the new you. It's time to stop blaming the world and start blaming the old you, the version that's clinging to limitations. Not to shame yourself, but to hold yourself accountable. Because only by owning that truth can you begin to change it. Radical responsibility is not punishment, it's liberation. So ask yourself right now, are you ready to kill the old you? Are you ready to take radical responsibility for your life and your future? The path ahead won't be easy, but it will be worth it. The old you has been holding you hostage long enough. Break free. Step into your power. Become the person capable of the success, happiness, and fulfillment you were born to have. The choice is yours. Keep living as the old you and accept the results you've been getting, or kill the old you and become unstoppable. Transformation doesn't happen by accident. It doesn't come from vague hopes or half-hearted efforts. Real transformation demands decisiveness and unwavering commitment to new actions that align with the future you want to create. If you're still holding on to your past self, the one who doubted, hesitated, and failed, you're blocking your blocking. The truth is, you can't grow while clutching tightly to the old version of you that keeps holding you back. The journey from where you are now to where you want to be is a path paved with decisions. Every day, every moment, you choose which version of yourself you're going to show up as. Are you going to be the person who settles for less because it's familiar? Or are you going to be the person who steps boldly into the discomfort of change, knowing that discomfort is the price of growth? Decisiveness is the fuel of transformation. Without it, you drift. Without it, you stall. It's easy to say you want a better life, a bigger bank account, better health, or deeper relationships, but unless you decisively decide to act differently, nothing changes. The old you is comfortable with indecision, with excuses, with waiting for the right moment that never comes. The new you says, I'm done waiting. I'm done wishing. I'm done talking. I'm acting now. But decisiveness alone isn't enough. It must be paired with commitment, the kind of commitment that doesn't break when things get hard, when the excitement fades, or when obstacles appear. Commitment means showing up every day, doing the work even when you don't feel like it, and staying the course no matter what. Transformation isn't a one-time event. It's a process that requires persistent, intentional action. Think about it this way. If you want to build a new body, you don't just go to the gym once and expect results. You commit to a workout routine, nutrition, and rest over time. If you want to build a successful business, you don't just dream about it. You commit to learning, networking, marketing, and delivering value every single day. Transformation is about consistent, aligned action. Aligned action means your daily behaviors must reflect the future you want. If you want to be confident, then you must act confident, even if you don't feel it yet. If you want financial freedom, then you must start managing your money wisely today, even if it means sacrifice. If you want deeper relationships, you must invest time, vulnerability, and love in others. Your actions are the blueprint for your future self. Holding on to your past self, the one that keeps failing, the one that's afraid or doubtful, is like trying to grow a tree while uprooting it every day. It's impossible. Growth demands letting go. You must say goodbye to the stories, habits, and identity that no longer serve you. You can't carry the baggage of your past and expect to soar. Transformation is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making better choices today than you did yesterday. It's about refusing to be defined by your past failures. The new you is born from the courage to keep going, even when the old you screams to stop. Remember, every successful person you admire has been where you are struggling, uncertain, stuck. What separated them was their decisiveness to say enough is enough, and their commitment to do the uncomfortable work of becoming new. They didn't wait for motivation or the perfect plan. They moved forward with faith and grit. So here's your call to action. Decide today that the past self who has been holding you back is no longer in control. Commit to the actions that your future self demands. Show up, push through, and keep moving forward. Each step you take is a victory over your old self. Transformation is a journey of becoming a daily choice to be better, to do better, to live better. When you combine decisiveness with committed action, you unlock the power to create a future far greater than your past. The new you is waiting on the other side of your decision. Will you answer the call? You must fight for your future. That's not a suggestion, it's a command. If you want to live a life that's extraordinary, if you want to rise above the average and create the success you've dreamed of, you have to wage war inside your own mind. The battlefield is your thoughts, your behaviors, your attitudes, the very things that have been sabotaging your progress and keeping you stuck. This internal war is real brutal. And it's not easy, but it is absolutely necessary if you want to win in life. Let me be clear, the enemy you're fighting isn't external. It's not other people, bad luck, or circumstances beyond your control. The greatest enemy is inside you, those self-sabotaging thoughts that whisper doubt and fear, the old habits that pull you back into comfort and mediocrity, the attitudes of negativity and resignation that convince you it's not worth trying. This enemy is sneaky. It disguises itself as reason, as protection, as common sense. But make no mistake, it is the root cause of every failure you've ever experienced. If you want to be successful, you must kill off this enemy. You must refuse to allow self-sabotage to run your life any longer. This means recognizing every thought that tries to talk you down, every behavior that keeps you stuck, and every attitude that drains your hope, and then fighting back with everything you've got. It means becoming a warrior for your own future. The battle begins in your mind. Thoughts are powerful. They are the seed from which your actions grow. If you think, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, those thoughts become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you allow doubt and fear to dominate your mind, you will never take the actions necessary for success. So your first mission is to identify these self-sabotaging thoughts and confront them. Challenge their truth. Replace them with empowering beliefs. For every I can't, say I will find a way. For every I'm not worthy, declare I deserve success. This mental warfare sets the stage for victory. But the fight doesn't stop there. Self-sabotage shows up in your actions and habits. Maybe you procrastinate when you should be working. Maybe you give up too soon. Maybe you allow distractions to control your time and energy. These behaviors are like traps laid by the old you to keep you safe in failure's prison. To win, you must uproot those behaviors and replace them with habits that propel you forward. It takes discipline, consistency, and a refusal to accept anything less than your best. Your attitude is the third front in this war. Are you approaching life with hope and determination, or with cynicism and defeat? Attitude colors everything you do. A positive, resilient attitude fuels persistence when obstacles come. A negative, resigned attitude ensures you will quit before the race is run. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude, faith, and relentless perseverance. It won't make the fight easy, but it will make victory possible. Make no mistake, this war inside you is not a quick battle. It's a daily, lifelong commitment. There will be days when the old thoughts return, when old habits tempt you, when discouragement creeps in. On those days, you must fight harder. Victory is not for the faint of heart. It is reserved for those who understand that the price of success is internal conquest. Winning this war means freedom. It means breaking the chains that have bound you and stepping into the person you were created to be. It means showing up in the world fully alive, fully empowered, fully in charge of your destiny. It means achieving the success, happiness, and fulfillment that once felt impossible. So I challenge you today, identify the self-sabotage inside you, call it out, fight it with courage and conviction. Refuse to give it space in your mind, your actions, and your attitude. The war inside you is the most important battle you will ever fight, and winning it is non-negotiable if you want a victorious life. Remember, every champion was once a warrior fighting their own internal battles. Your future depends on your willingness to kill the self-sabotaging old you and rise as the unstoppable new you. The war is on. Will you fight? Success is not just about skills or knowledge. It's a common misconception that if you simply learn enough or work hard enough, success will automatically come knocking at your door. But the truth runs much deeper than that. Real lasting success demands more than external achievements. It demands an internal transformation. It demands becoming a new person who is worthy of the success you desire. Until you change your identity, your results will remain the same, no matter how much you improve your skills or accumulate knowledge. Think about this. Have you ever met someone who seemed to have all the tools for success, talent, education, drive, but still struggled to break through? Why? Because their internal identity was not aligned with the success they sought. They hadn't yet stepped fully into the person they needed to become. Success isn't something you chase outside of yourself. It's something you attract when your inner world transforms. Your identity is the core of who you are, the beliefs you hold about yourself, the values you live by, and the way you see your place in the world. It's the unseen foundation that shapes your thoughts, feelings, and actions. When your identity changes, everything else changes too. Suddenly, opportunities you never noticed before come into view. Relationships shift. Doors open. Challenges become stepping stones instead of roadblocks. This is why simply acquiring skills or knowledge is not enough. You might know how to start a business, invest, or speak confidently, but if your identity says, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve success, that knowledge will be wasted. The universe is not just responding to your skills, it's responding to who you are being. It mirrors back to you the identity you project. When you decide to become a new person, you are sending a powerful message to the universe. You are saying, I am ready, I am worthy, I am capable. And the universe begins to rearrange itself to support your new identity. This doesn't mean things magically fall into your lap overnight. It means that the conditions, people, and resources you need start aligning with the person you become. You begin to attract the right mentors, the right clients, the right ideas, all because you have changed on the inside. Changing your identity is a process. It starts with awareness, recognizing the limiting beliefs and old stories that no longer serve you. Maybe you've told yourself, I'm just not a successful person, or rich people are greedy, or I don't have what it takes. These narratives shape your identity and keep you trapped in a cycle of failure. To change, you must rewrite these stories with empowering truths that reflect the future you want. Next, you must act as if you already are the person you want to become. This means adopting the habits, mindset, and behaviors of your future self. It means making decisions from that new identity, even when it feels uncomfortable. The more you act like that new person, the more your subconscious mind accepts this new identity as truth. Over time, your beliefs, confidence, and actions align with this powerful new self. It is through this internal transformation that your external world begins to shift. Challenges don't disappear, but your new identity gives you the resilience to overcome them. Opportunities don't just happen by chance, they happen because you become someone who naturally attracts them. Success becomes less about chasing and more about receiving. Success is not about what you know, but about who you become. The knowledge and skills are important, but they are only tools. The foundation is your identity. When your identity matches your goal, success is inevitable. So, if you're frustrated with your results, if you feel stuck despite your efforts, ask yourself, who am I being? What identity am I living from? Are these identities supporting my success, or are they holding me back? The answers to these questions will reveal why your external world looks the way it does. Decide today to become the person worthy of your dreams. Start investing in your inner transformation as much as your outer skills. Surround yourself with influences that reinforce your new identity. Speak to yourself with love and encouragement. Step into your new identity with faith and courage. When you do this, the universe will respond. It will rearrange itself around your new you. You will find doors opening, connections happening, and success flowing in ways you never imagined possible. Because success is not just about what you do, it's about who you are becoming. The power to change your life lies in your identity. Change your identity and you change your world.